Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to another Tirza's Tarot Tuesday. It's so nice to see you. I've had a wonderful day yesterday, which was I have a new friend locally, and she came for breakfast, and I really, really loved it. It was wonderful. I've given her some Reiki as well. She's a financial advisor, very good one, especially for women. So if you are in Germany and you need somebody like that, hit me up. I'll set you up. Absolutely brilliant, and such a kind person with so much ethics as well, which is very important to me. I don't like people who just try to sell you something just so they get their commission without looking if that's really the right fit for you, So that is definitely somebody you can trust. Yeah, so I think we hit it off, and she was really happy with my stuff as well. It was really, really nice. So yeah, I'm very happy about that, and I am now going to start my weekly reading. My name is Tirza Schaefer. I'm the Smiling Goddess, and we're starting with the Goddess of the Week, as always. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put the bell on so you don't miss anything, and also leave a comment. I'm always happy for feedback. So we've got Nonette, which we had. Nonette is, we had her recently. She is the goddess of the primordial waters, from which, the lake from which the creation then rose. And so that goes deep. That's like stuff we want to delve into our psyche this week, okay? To deep down stuff, the subconscious, and see what we can create from there. So last week it was all about like starting something new, and I think if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so this is really like, okay, go deep inside yourself, see where you've got blockages, limitations, where you have certain beliefs that might no longer serve you. Unearth those and nurture those that are positive, that help you, that support you in whatever you're doing, and trust in yourself and your power to create. Okay, so let's see what the cards say. Yay! Right. Okay, we're starting off with a bit of uncertainty, like Seven of Swords. That's usually the sneaky, the betrayal and things like that. It can also be like, okay, where do we not look at something because we kind of betray ourselves, or we go behind our own back because we can't face stuff, and or maybe we just confuse the second card. And so that's the first, the Seven of Swords. So you can see that that's an air sign, and you can see the guy looks really sneaky, doesn't he? So yeah, he's crouching low, the feathers are flying, there's some feathers stuck in his backpack, he's got a knife in his hand, so that looks really sneaky. And the crow or raven in the front is obviously not very happy about it, sounding the alarm or something. Yeah, so that's the first thing. So, make sure you look at yourself, because also with Nonette, I would say it's important to look at yourself. Where's self-betrayal, where's, not looking at things because it's too uncomfortable, it's too scary, and you're trying to run with the status quo. It can be, of course, somebody from the outside, but in that context, I would say it's more to do with the inside as well, because of course some things scare us, we feel helpless, we feel like we can't change anything about a certain situation, and we feel let down by the authorities, the higher ups or something, and then we feel like, I'm just a little ordinary person, I can't do anything. And so we feel betrayed, but we don't know what to do. And so we're like, we've got the Seven of Cups here, so that's like looking at, there are like so many different options, but nothing there is really what we want. Like we don't really know. So what is illusion? What is truth? And what is our truth? What is what we want to focus on or not? So there's so many options that we're not quite sure yet. And but if you have a closer look here in the front, there's one where the water is pouring from. Okay, let me put that in front of my face, then it focuses better. So that is, so there's one option there, that's the right one for you. So that is where you have to use your intuition. All right, look at the options, but go with your intuition. What does your gut tell you? What does your intuition tell you? Your spirit team, your guides, whatever. What makes sense in that sense? Because sometimes the right thing is not always what you would think when you use your cognitive part of the brain and the logical one. Then at face value it might not be the best option, but if everything inside you says do that, then you should go with that and trust that. That is definitely something that you might need to be a bit brave. Okay, all of us. So, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Once you sorted that out, that's like, there's really good stuff coming. So there's abundance here, that's like you're reaping the fruits of your labor, you're happy, you're in a good place, and things are going great. Also about health, like health is okay, look after yourself, make sure you eat properly, the right foods, healthy stuff. You can make healthy food that is really, really nice and tastes wonderful. Doesn't have to be a sacrifice. Okay. Especially nowadays on the internet, you can find so many wonderful dishes with fruits, with vegetables, lots of vegetables and things. If you're in the northern hemisphere, like it's autumn here, so that's usually the season where everybody gets a cold, gets a flu or whatever, but you don't have to. You can counteract that by eating properly, looking after yourself, having a bit of exercise to keep your body moving and that sort of thing, so that's a happy place. And there's other people going to be, who you can enjoy that with, so you have enough to share as well. But it's really, you're in a really good way there. So yeah. And then we have the Six of Cups, and that's all about like emotional care, giving, receiving. Who are you connected to, who is close to you, and spend time with your loved ones, with your family, your children, pets. They're wonderful for our soul as well, so all the relationships that we have that give you something positive, make sure you make time for that, okay? And because that nurtures your soul as well. And sometimes we just really need to step back and say, okay, now it's time. I was a bit confused in things, but things are going great now, and I need to make time. I need to go with him, but also need time to create a good environment and nurturing place for my loved ones, my family, my friends, whatever. And see that you get that balance and downtime, and just switch off all your digital devices, and make sure that you really have some good time. You can just be in the moment, be in the zone, and enjoy the togetherness, the connection, and the good vibes and the love. That is really, really good, and that's what we need at the moment. We need to look inside ourselves, but with all that self-reflection and maybe shadow work if necessary or whatever, do not forget there's an outside of you as well, and make that a good one, because you have all the resources there, you have everything that you need to make that, give that a special place this week. And well, really, we should make sure that we always have that balance, but that's definitely something that is going. And it's also, you can make good connections. Ask people when you're not quite sure, like when you're still in confusion, like with the Seven of Cups or something. If you're not quite sure, and you're asking people that you trust and that have your best interest at heart, you can exchange, you can network, you can help each other out, that sort of thing. So that is absolutely beautiful, brilliant, and so that is something that you want to focus on as well. Create something that is lasting. And I think it was Maya Angelou who said, the famous poet and writer and women's rights activist, she said, people don't remember what you said to them, the words, but they will remember how you made them feel. Okay, so how you made them feel. Did they feel comfortable around you? Did they feel seen? Did they feel heard? Did they feel, or was it the opposite? What is your legacy that you leave? How do people go away from you with love, with joy, with affection, with gentleness in their hearts, and thinking, yeah, that's a really nice person, and I felt so good being around her or him, whichever the case may be, or them. So, or not, and if it's not, then maybe ask yourself how you can, do it differently. And so that's a good thing. Make sure you share that abundance, that creative flow with the people that you care about, and find your tribe. It's a good time to network as well, and not just specifically professionally, but like on the whole, like start to form friendships. It can be also professional, of course. One doesn't have to exclude the other, but there should be like on a human level a connection as well, So that's important for this week especially. And I hope you have a lovely week. You have a wonderful time with the people you love. You are able to sort your things out, which you are unsure of, and which is that what you want to focus on. I know we all have a lot on our plates, most of us, and then it can be difficult to to prioritize, because like it seems everything is urgent. It's like, I have to do. To step back a bit from the hustle culture sometimes as well. Okay, not go overboard with that, and find a balance, but also reconnect with yourself and your own creative flow, because that makes it a lot easier. If you just do without the intuitive guidance behind it and the right energy behind it, that's just gonna go into nothingness, so you might as well save yourself the trouble. And when we're connected with ourselves, and we come from that place, and we bring ourselves to the world in that way, with that kind of energy, it makes such a hell of a difference. It's that makes all the difference, really. So I hope you have a lovely week. So much love from my heart to yours, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.